What are we doing? This is crazy. This is insane. Like, why are we winning games like this? Warriors? What happened? What happened, Warriors? This ain't gonna help out the tank. You know, you can't. You're not. You just like how you can't win them all, you can't lose them all. But like, we should not be winning games like this. Down by 7, couple minutes left, and we come back and win when we're supposed to be tanking. If we're gonna win games, I want us to have the lead the whole entire game and win by like 5 points against good teams and bad teams. If we're playing good teams, we should not be down by 7 and come back with 2 minutes left. What actually happened? I know, right? Warriors, what happened, huh? That's what happened. You choked. You choked. Jazz gotta like figure out if they want Flagger. Like, are we tanking or not? Well, that's 2 wins the last 3 games, 4 games. I don't know. We can't start winning games, man. We cannot start winning games now because we will not even get a top 5 pick if we start winning games. Oh my gosh! And trade deadline's tomorrow. You never know. We could go out and get somebody. We have assets. We could go get a star player and then start winning games for some stupid reason. The Jazz would do that. We could trade Clarkson, Keontae. We could trade Clarkson and Sexton and all our picks for freaking All-Star, and then ruin the tank. I don't know what we're doing. Unless we like trade for All-Star and they just sit on the bench the rest of the season, that could happen too. I just don't get it. And we did this without marketing. Like, you didn't watch? Yeah. Oh, you're asking me. Basically, it was like a close game the whole entire time. And then, like, the whole game, it was a close game. Actually, Jazz started off fire. Jazz were up by like 13 at the beginning. Then Warriors came back, they cut it, and then it was back and forth, and then fourth quarter comes, Warriors go up by like 10 points. To start the fourth quarter, they make a bunch of threes. They go up by 10 points. Then it's back and forth the whole fourth quarter. In the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, Jazz down by freaking 7 points with like 2 minutes left. Keontae George makes a 3, cuts it to 4. Then Draymond Green tries to drive in on Walker Kessler. What does Walker Kessler do? He blocks the shot. Jazz get the ball back, and then Clarkson gets a freaking. I think he got fouled on a 3, right? So he knocks down all 3 free throws. All right, Jazz down by 1. Guess what happens again? Warriors turn it over, and we score. And then, and then somehow we got up by 3. I don't freaking remember. But we got up by 3 points, and we're like, oh, what are we going to do? Oh, we're up by 3 with 9 seconds left. Let's foul Curry so he only makes 2 shots, and we're up by 1 still. Okay. And then they do that. Then they foul John Collins. He makes both free throws. We're up by 3 again. What do the Warriors do? They turn it over, and that's how it ends. Oh, my gosh. That was bad. That was hard to watch. I don't want to win. We should not be winning these games, man. The Warriors are a solid team. We were down by 7 with 2 minutes left, and the Warriors choked. The Warriors literally just choked. Why in the world did the Jazz try to win this game? I don't get it. We got to decide now, because these young guys are looking really good, and these young guys are starting to look good, and if we start winning multiple games in a row, we might not get a top 5 pick, let alone 2 picks in the lottery, which could potentially still happen. It's 1 win. That's not going to ruin the tank all the way, but 1 win can turn into multiple wins, especially how Clarkson played today. dropped 30 points, man. He doesn't want to get traded from the Jazz, I guess. Or maybe he does want to get traded. That's why he dropped 30 points, getting that trade value up. But knowing the Jazz, Clarkson played too good. They'll probably trade him tomorrow. Clarkson can't be putting those types of performances together when they were trying to tank, so they'll probably trade him for a pick or two, an apple or something. But, bro, these young guys, Isaiah Collier, man, he is balling. Him, Keontae George, Kessler, those three young guys, man, they are impressive. They are impressing me. Especially Isaiah Collier, man. That guy, he reminds me of Talen Horton-Tucker. Y'all remember Talen Horton-Tucker back in the day when he played for, the Lakers, the Jazz a little bit? Where is he now? I don't even know where he's at. Freaking North Korea. Who knows? Nah, I don't know. But, yeah, he reminds me of him. He's like a smaller Talen Horton-Tucker. Smaller but faster. He can get downhill. He can finish at the rim. His three-point shooting, it's alright. He'll make one every 6 shots or something like that. He's a decent three-point. But what I like most about this guy, the difference between him and Talen Horton-Tucker. Yeah, he'll drive to the rim. He'll get a good 12 points a game just by driving to the rim and maybe making 1 or 2 threes a game. But the most impressive part of his game, man, the assist, bro. He actually passes the ball. Talen Horton-Tucker could never. He's a true point guard, man. He makes the right plays. Look at that pass. Oh my gosh, I'm watching the replay. Bro, Isaiah Collier, y'all, don't be. When he leads the Jazz to the playoffs next year, come back to this live stream. But, yeah, he's looking great. Keontae George's three-point shot is getting way better. It's crazy what happens when you actually play Keontae George at his correct position. Wow! He's been playing shooting guard so far in his NBA career with the Jazz. And guess what? They finally take him off the starting lineup, put him on the bench. And then when he comes in, he's playing alongside Collier. And Collier is playing point guard. Collier is bringing the ball down, and Clarkson's bringing the ball down. And then when Sexton was playing, he was bringing the ball down. Guess what? Keontae doesn't bring the ball down the court. It's crazy what happens when he sits in the corner and has wide open threes. Oh my gosh, his jump shot is looking pure. Keontae George. John Collins is hooping. He's getting his trade value up too. Wouldn't be surprised if we trade Clarkson and John Collins tomorrow. We will see. Curry played, yeah. Curry dropped 30. You know the problem is? What the problem was though? Curry dropped 30, but Clarkson had 32. So, Clarkson getting that trade value up. Hopefully trade. Also, since you're on here, I want your thoughts on the latest trade that went down with Luka. Yeah, the Mavericks are stupid. They are. You trade your franchise player who's still in his prime, still pretty young, and you trade him for Anthony Davis, who's injury prone, about ready to retire. And you get Max Christie. He's a good young guy, defender. He's good. And then you get a pick or something. But you get a young guy a pick, an injury prone big man that's about ready to retire. For Luka, he's one of the faces of the NBA. MVP candidate. You just trade him away. That's crazy. But I'm liking what the Jazz have done in free agency so far. There's been 3 big trades in the NBA, and the Jazz have snuck their way into all 3 of them. The Luka one they were involved in. I think they traded away. Who did they? I'm trying to remember. They got Jalen Hood-Schifino from the Lakers and some picks, and then and all they gave up was money to the Lakers and the Mavericks. So I'm like, okay, I'll take a young guy that hasn't really got an opportunity with the Lakers. Try to develop him now. I don't know if we're gonna keep him yet. They said he's not with the Jazz yet, so we'll see what happens with Jalen Hood-Schifino. And then the Jazz. So we were involved in that trade. Then the Jazz go out in the Fox trade between the Spurs and the Kings and the Bulls. The Jazz also snuck into that one. That was a 4-team trade, y'all. And we got like PJ Tucker, I think, and somebody else. There's PJ Tucker and Mo Bamba. We cut Mo Bamba. It looks like we're gonna cut PJ Tucker as well. And then we snuck in the Jimmy Butler trade today. And somehow got what's his name from the Warriors? Dennis Schroeder. I heard we're probably gonna trade. We might trade him tomorrow. Like we just might just trade him for like a pick or two. Cause you know what the Jazz are doing right now? They're actually tanking the right way. They're taking the right way. You know they're getting a couple wins here and there. I still think they're still tanking in my opinion. This win is just making me a little scared that it could turn into a couple wins. But they're doing the right thing. They're losing games, winning games once in a while. And they're getting picks. They're just stacking picks. Picks on picks on picks. So they're good that way. The young guys are balling. I just yeah. But we might trade Schroeder. So the only guy we'll see on the Jazz from these three trades could potentially just be Jalen Hitchafino if we want to try to develop him the rest of the year. But I think if we get a top three pick, I think we're going to be in playoff contention. If we get a top three pick, and then maybe there's rumors out there Jazz could get a top three pick, not top five, top three, and they could get another pick in the lottery. They could get a top three pick and another pick in the lottery, which is top 14. If we get two lottery picks and one of them's top three, we're gonna say, oh, okay, we'll take these picks. We'll get some good players. These guys could end up being stars, man. I'm telling you, if we draft that freaking, I don't even know. We don't even need a guard though. There's like a shooting guard on Rutgers. I forget his name. But if we draft him, Clarkson's gone, and we're gonna be an automatic playoff team. Like I'm not even joking. And if we somehow get Cooper Flag, we are a playoff team. And Jalen Trofino won't even play with us. Like I'm telling you, y'all, if we get a good pick in this draft, we are a playoff team. Jalen Trofino, we'll just let him go. Because why trade for Jalen Trofino, a guy that didn't have much opportunity for the Lakers, just to not develop him, like not play him at all. They said he's not even with the team yet, which is crazy. We could just buy him out and let him go. Same with Schroeder. Or maybe we'll put together a little trade, Schroeder, Clarkson, Pitchafino, maybe throwing Sexton in there. Those are all guards though, like I don't know who we trade him to. Like we could trade two to one team, two to the other team and get in like a three-way team trade or something. Get some picks. I'll take picks at this point. More picks, Even if it's like a second round pick, we saw what Filipowski has done this year when he plays. When he plays, he's an absolute dog. What a steal in the second round for the Jazz. Even if we could trade Clarkson, Sexton, Pitchafino, and Dennis Schroeder, and we could trade two of them to one team, two of them to another team for picks, to teams that need guard depth on contending teams, and we can get picks. Bro, a second round pick could give us role players. Filipowski is a nice role player on this team. He just hasn't had that much opportunity with the Jazz. And same with Bryce Sensabaugh, late first round pick. He needs more minutes in my opinion than Bryce Sensabaugh. But the only reason he doesn't is because Clarkson, in front of him, and Sexton in front of him, Cody Williams, I don't know. He might be a bust, Loki. He hasn't played. He's been staying in the G League and stuff. Now he's injured. That's another guy we could potentially trade if anybody wants him. Because you never know. Sometimes players can get drafted in the first round. They don't work out with one team. Oh, bust. Then they go to another team and they're absolutely insane. You never know. But Um, yeah, Jazz could do something crazy. We got a lot of young talent, a lot of good assets. We could trade for like a superstar, which is nuts because we're tanking. Um, yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. It'd be interesting to see what we do tomorrow. But we have a bunch of assets. We could go get a superstar and just tell him that we're gonna take the rest of the season because we're not winning anything. And then if we get Cooper Flag too, oh my gosh, no. Jet, bro, this young talent is just, it makes me excited for the future. And I hope this is the last year that we'll be taking and hopefully get somebody good in the draft. Um, I don't know what's going to be more interesting tomorrow in the trade deadline or the NFL or the NBA draft. What pick will? Not even the NBA draft. The NBA draft lottery, just to see what pick we get. Like, this will be very interesting. Whole, I can't watch the Jazz tank another year. What? This is our third year tanking. I want to see the playoff, at least the playoffs next year, please. Please. Oh, I'm so happy we got rid of Drew Eubanks too. Yeah, I totally forgot. We got rid of Drew Eubanks and Patty Mills as well. That made me so happy because Drew Eubanks is a freaking bum. Drew Eubanks is a bum. Patty Mills is old and washed. Like, those trades made me happy. Those trades made me happy. But yeah, new headset by the way, all black with a purple mic. Another Skull Candy headset. Hopefully it doesn't break this time, my brother. Yeah, it won't, because he's gonna learn from it just like my Switch. Drop that shit in the toilet, and guess what? He hasn't dropped the new one in the toilet. Let's go. Where is my Switch, anyways? Please don't tell me someone took it. Someone took it. Nope, it's right here. Let's go. Fall Guys tonight after this. But yeah, just it's gonna be an interesting next day to see. Less than a day to see what the Jazz do, and then after the season, see what we do in the draft. See what lottery pick we get. But yeah, a lot of Jazz content coming. Even though they're not playing good, I'll probably still do a couple more games this year, live stream them, and then I'll be live for the draft lottery. I'll be live for the draft probably. Of course, we're going live on Bonnie Sports Network tomorrow, so check that out for the NBA trade deadline. But yeah, and then of course I'm gonna come out with some Broncos content as well for those Bronco fans watching. I'm gonna talk about. Oh yeah, we'll be live for the NFL draft. The NFL draft will be before the NBA draft, so we'll be live for the NFL draft as well. I think the Broncos got like I don't know what pick we got, like 20th or something like that. So see if anybody can fall to the Jazz. If Ashton Jeanty, if the Cowboys don't take Ashton Jeanty and the Saints don't take Ashton Jeanty, he could fall to the Broncos. That'd be crazy. Boise State Broncos to Denver Broncos, that'd be insane. But we'll see what happens. I missed your last couple comments. My bad, Mr. Kenny. I don't know if you saw this. Maybe you should. But all of Texas were shocked. What? All of the trades that have happened so far, what trade do you consider being a W? Like a W for both teams, like a fair trade. I don't think the Lakers one was a fair trade. I thought the Lakers won that trade, getting Luka. I don't know, the Fox trade wasn't really fair. The Bulls should have asked for more. The Kings got what's his face from the Bulls, Zach LaVine, and like a shit ton of picks. They got 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks. The Bulls got like 3 okay players and 1 pick. If I was the Bulls, I would have tried to get a couple more picks, first-round picks too. So that one wasn't really fair for the Bulls. The other teams it was fair for, like the Kings. I think Kings got too much though. I think some of the picks should have went to the Bulls. So like the big trades haven't really been fair. I guess the Jimmy Butler trade was fair in my opinion. Um, the Jazz snuck in there, got some picks, and they didn't really give up much. And then I say the Heat and the Warriors got a fair trade. Andrew Wiggins and who else was it? Dennis Schroeder's on the Jazz, but Andrew Wiggins and somebody else going to the Heat. Who was it? It's Andrew Wiggins and somebody else, and I can't remember his name, and I don't know why. Oh my gosh! But that trade was kind of fair. I still think that I think the Warriors won the trade. But like the little trades that have happened, like the Sixers trading for the Martin dude, that one was fair. Like just the little ones are pretty fair. But like the big trades, I don't know. There's some teams that kind of got screwed, um, but yeah, I'm gonna get some rest, y'all, so I can wake up. So we got trade deadline tomorrow on Bondi Sports. So I'll see you guys there. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I want to go live because I need some more Jazz content. But yeah, more Jazz content, more Broncos content coming soon. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you don't miss live streams like this. This has been your favorite Ginger. We are out. Peace. Let me see if I forget how to end this on YouTube. There we go. Peace, y'all.